DCarsonCPA, MFC, street team from the PRTC lines of communications, all about the lines for growth and awareness to help on your brand awareness, so it'll be easier for you to reach out to the community with your goods and services and sell your product. Basically, we work on the broader lines, which is brand awareness of who you are and what you do, and that should open up a potential of awareness from which to better communicate and outreach. We look at the lines of the global economy. DCarsonCPA is a line of global economic research, grants us a unique perspective of the global lines of what you do and how it connects to the broader economy. We think about growth strategy, the opportunity to support a business and help in the growth cycles, the needs from entity to economy and economy to entity. That's thinking about broad societal lines where an entity connects to the business, community, government, nonprofit, NGO needs, and connects in the aggregate a societal ecosystem. That gives us a large perspective from which to think about your business, whether it's a street-level business and there's foot traffic, or it's a street and virtual business, or a office location business. There's always an opportunity within these lines to help on brand growth and awareness. And one of the things you'll find on Synergy is that you have an outside line that's helping you to propel these lines. It will help on the overall traction that you'll gain, because the scope of awareness, when you have that momentum of two or more people working together to initiate a line, basically builds growth and awareness, and that can be very helpful. So we're here in the lines. We're thinking about setting this up to help the lines of restaurants, entertainment, specialty establishments, thinking about real estate businesses, both commercial, residential, land, property development. So that's more than both. It's all those different lines. The lines of legal business, solopreneurs working in law, or several small attorneys working together, setting up a law firm, or financial professionals like fellow accountants, like financial services firms, and the many of other firms that we haven't mentioned here. There's booksellers, there are engineers, there are architects, there are many lines of professional skills, and we all have that same problem of awareness. Additionally, it would work for nonprofit and governmental lines, program lines with lean resources, trying to get the lines out. And we can help the community in these various ways. And our schema here to walk in and help out on the communications for brand awareness and overall programmatic needs could help in the community on the awareness cycles for the economy and financials. So when we think about what we're doing, what we're going to do is strategically, we're going to come to you, we're going to meet with you, we're going to get your leadership view on who you are and what you do, the value of your goods and services from your perspective, and your unique difference line. That's a start point for us to work with videos and narratives to communicate your message to the economy, and then to add in the client views. The client views will tell us the good and the bad about who you are and where you are. That's a good thing, because it's a feedback loop, an opportunity if you're a business that's in process to get the good, the bad, and the ugly about what's going on. And what we can do with that is take the productive feedback of people who have positive experiences, clearly note that the scope of our communications are about the productive lines of people who have enjoyed your goods and services, and use those lines of the other types of feedback to help you improve your practice, because we'll give you a feedback report of any negative feedback, and that can be used for quality improvement cycles within your entity. So it's another hidden value here. And then there's our view about the understanding of the economy to entity lines. Who are you from an economic and financial standpoint? In general terms, what does that mean, and how does that link into your leadership view, your client's view, and if the scope and budget's large enough, also employees' view. Another key point, so we have the complete ecosystem, get everyone and who they think you are and how that all fits into the brand, and how it boils down to who you are in core, and helping business to business, business to government, business to consumer, business to government lines in the aggregate of who you support in the economy and financial as part or all of those constituent groups. What happens is that helps you to get out there and to work for that growth, to pursue those lines, because these are lean support lines from which to help in growth needs on awareness cycles. And awareness cycles are not about selling product, but they are about informing about brand and getting you out to that market, letting people know you're there. And beyond that first point, you can work on sales when people come into your location. But what we can do is set you up with some good narratives, some videos, some social channels, and social communications, and that'll provide the basis for your brand and communications, and get that cycle started for you in a way that you can work with lean budgets. Has a little bit of a startup cost, and then we'll have some maintenance costs as we circle back, and completely flexible to your needs and wanting to put new communications in the line, new videos, new narratives, and things like that. We can work with you in the form that works for you and keep a package moving across the year, so you've got a companion line of awareness cycle growth that helps. And then when you're out there talking to people, they're not going to say, "Who are you? I don't know you." They're going to say, "Okay, I've heard of you. I have a general awareness of who you are," and that's going to help your business, because when you're trying to work on growth, getting your name out there is one of the critical challenges that we all face. Is who are you? What can you do for me, and how? And that who, what, when, where, how, and why of who you are, what you do in the economy and financials will certainly be a part of what we do. So I'm Dean Carson. These are the MFC lines, street team lines will help your business, your entity, your NGO, your nonprofit, or governmental programmatic service line to gain more awareness in the economy and financials through the simple act of communications of your brand and the purpose or need that you're seeking to fill in the economy. I'm Dean Carson. We're here to help, and please connect to DCarsonCPA MFC lines. Look for the street team lines, and if we reach out to you, this is the program.